Hello, welcome to the video for section 8.3 on multiplying a polynomial by another polynomial. After watching this video, I'm hoping that you guys will be able to use the distributive property to multiply two binomials together, and we'll be using the FOIL method for that, which I'll explain. And then also then generalizing that distributive property out to any case, no matter what kind of polynomials we have. Please excuse my voice, it's still a little raspy. Part one is this FOIL method. And FOIL is just an acronym that stands for first terms, outer terms, inner terms, and last terms. So what does that mean? Well, if we look at a situation here where we have one binomial, two terms, and another binomial, two terms, multiplied together, the way we're going to do that is we're going to multiply the first two terms, the outer terms, which are right here, outside, okay? Then the inner terms, kind of like on the inside. And then finally, the last terms, the negative 5 and the negative 6 here in this case, all right? And what that really is it is the distributive property. We're distributing 2y to y, 2y to negative 6, that's the yellow and the green arrows. Then we have to distribute negative 5 to y and negative 5 to negative 6 using the blue and pink arrows. So it's nothing that we haven't done before. It's just what we did in the last chapter, or last section, twice. So we're just kind of expanding on that idea and moving it forward in that way. So what happens? Well, we take 2y times y and we get 2y squared. Then 2y times negative 6 is negative 12y. And now we have finished distributing the 2y to the y and the negative 6. Then we do the same thing with negative 5. Negative 5 times y, negative 5y. And negative 5 times negative 6 is positive 30. Once we get to this point, we have to be thinking, okay, am I done? Am I in standard form? And as you can see, we're not, because we still have some like terms to combine, which is just these here in the middle, the negative 12y and the negative 5y. But once we do combine them, we get 2y squared minus 17y plus 30. All right, and that's how we use the FOIL method. Okay, so pause the video and take 10-15 minutes and start on the first half of the worksheet, all right, which is labeled FOIL. You'll see it very clearly. It's all the ones that look like two binomials multiplied together. Pause the video, practice those for a moment, work with each other, use the notes that are at the top of the page as some extra assistance, and once everybody's had a chance to take a crack at the FOIL problems, we'll move on to the general cases on the backside. Okay, welcome back. Now we are going to talk about the general case, and this is when we have a binomial and some other polynomial, or really any two types of polynomials. It could be two polynomials with 7 and 8 terms apiece, but the distributive property still applies. The key thing is that you have to distribute our first term, in this case 6x, to every term in the other polynomial. So in this case, 6x times 2x squared, 6x times negative 3x, 6x times negative 5. Okay, and that's what those arrows are showing. It's just that we're multiplying that 6x by everything inside of the parentheses. We're distributing it. But then, so once we've done that, for that first term, 6x times 2x squared, 2x cubed. Okay, make sure you add your exponents. Then 6x times negative 3x, negative 18x squared. Again, add the exponents. And 6x times negative 5 is negative 30x. No exponents to add there, so just keep the x as it is. Now, that's distributing the 6x, but then just like we did before, we also have to distribute the 5. So 5 times 2x squared, 5 times negative 3x, 5 times negative 5. And just like before, once we do that, 5 times 2x squared is 10x squared. 5 times negative 3x is negative 15x. And 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. Okay. I'll take a break if I'm talking too fast. Once we get to this point, we do like we just did before and combine like terms. So you'll notice we have a negative 18x squared and a 10x squared. Those will get combined, as will negative 30x and negative 15x. Those will get combined. There's only one x cubed, so it stays the same. There's only one constant, so it stays the same. And ultimately we end up with this. The 12x cubed stays. Negative 18x squared plus 10x squared is negative 8x squared. negative 30x minus 15x is negative 45x, and then negative 25 stays as it is. Okay? So really, this general case is just the FOIL method, except it doesn't have an acronym to go along with it. But you're still just taking each of these terms in our first polynomial and distributing them to every term in the second polynomial. Okay? Take the rest of the class, finish that worksheet, and once we return, we'll be able to answer questions and go over the rest of what we got going on. Thank you, guys.